Hey guys, welcome in. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you're tuning in from. And welcome to my worst nightmare, I guess. You see how many pearls that is? Dude, this has been bugging me for a while. This is terrifying. I have good news though. I think I found the solution. I'm gonna try and implement it tomorrow because I didn't quite have enough time before stream got started. But I think that is almost the end of our nightmares. Actual nightmares. Although I've only thrown in ones of those. Is this live? Sansu main? It is live. Welcome to the stream. Yesa, Rudy, Ainsby Tefra, Mickey Cat, Clemens, welcome in as well. Hope you guys are doing good. Okay, let's actually start. What were we doing last time? We were making a bridge. Let me check how far we go with that. Oh, let me guess what? What? Tell me about it. How's the weather in the Netherlands? It's mildly gray, but not that bad. Mildly gray is like for most of the year. That's like the biggest win. That's about the best you're gonna get. Guys, we made this bridge here last time, which is gonna be neat because it's high enough for these little ships to sail through. So I think we're gonna eventually down the line build another one like pretty close to it, so it makes it clear that it's sailing through. I do think that bridge can use a little bit of texture, and we didn't really get around to that last time. Also, I've been absolutely like wasting my life doing this, but it's fun. So we're gonna keep doing that. I don't actually like want to fight anything right now. I hope that Skelly does not see me. The zombie does. We have mud. I need to make it run to storage. Get rid of some stuff. Then we need some andesite. We need some tough, and then we're gonna be back right here. I don't get how what and but rhyme. It's just if you have a little bit of flow, you can make it work. Guess what? Chicken butt. Okay. You have a question? Fire away. I don't have super high hopes after that previous setup. Isabel, Greener Guy, welcome to the stream. Greener Guy still sick. Won't be too chatty. Good to be here. Yo, I hope you feel better soon. Really consider waiting if there's nothing coming. Okay. I love how you deem all these so important that they need to happen in all caps. It's kind of a vibe. We're allowing all caps now, Mickey. I'm never really strict on it. It's been a week of being sick. Hopefully any day now. That sounds like the tail end. You gotta be alright. Sashay, welcome to the stream. I hope I get your name somewhat right. Okay, guys, let's start by leaving these here. It's a bit goofy, but mud bricks are actually kind of like valuable in a way. We're gonna drop these in here. I think I have like a bunch of shulkers that we need to get rid of. Guys, you know what we should do? It's not very exciting, but like, I think most of the time, when doing this, I should actually like clean up my shulkers at the end of the stream. Because like after I do that, like after I don't stream for a couple days and then come back, it's like so hard to figure out what goes where. I feel like it takes way longer because I have no idea what I'm running around with anymore. Alright, we're gonna put these here. This stone box is gonna go like into the sorter pile. This stone box is just about full. Let's make that a full one. Did that the wrong way around. 3 more. Okay, then this can be a sorter pile box. This one goes back here. It's glow lichen. I feel like glow lichen box has a lot of junk in it. No, that is just a purely glow lichen box. Good stuff. And then all of these boxes are the ones that I actually need. glow lichen over here. Sorter pile. More rockets and now we're covered. Okay, so I need a little bit of andesite and a little bit of tuff. Probably have both of those over here. Let's do that. And then maybe mostly stone bricks. So shouldn't I got it right? Yo, love to hear it. Okay, did I put that one box in the sorter pile? I did. Let's teleport to main base and take it from there. Strider, welcome to the stream. Looney 2, Brittany, welcome in. Real Mr. Buddy, welcome to the stream. Looney, my account got suspended because the face scan. You got ripped. CJ, welcome back. You got wrecked. Welcome back, CJ. Thank you for being here. That's crazy. That face scan tech will determine your age. Be careful sharing your age online. Not just for yourself, but also because other people will do too when maybe they shouldn't. Dang it. Guys, I needed, like... I think I have more at Starter House. I wanted to only craft one of those into a full stack of polish blocks. One-Eyed King is second season? Yes, we're 8,000 days into season 2. Started on... Oh, I do not have a book on me, Udo. Thank you for the 150. Butter, welcome in as well. It's season 2. We've been going since April 10th of 2022. If you want to get an up-to-date world tour, there's one just upload on the channel. As a long play, it's kind of a vibe, that video. Would recommend. Okay. You know what? I'll just use this. I'll just use the slabs if I have to. Then we don't have to run back to storage. Oh, and I need to get a book before I do anything else. Average profile picture, welcome in. Tiffany Naz, welcome in. Timmy, what's the project today? I want to finish up the bridge, and then, guys, we're gonna make a plan for the week, because I've been like so locked in grinding UHC generations lately that I feel like the hardcore streams, they've been a bit of an afterthought, and I just want to do something exciting. I just want to like start a project, embrace it, make something happen together. I think that would be a vibe. Always enjoying the builds of the epic. That's what I'm here for. It's my job description. Okay, it's the 18th of December 2025. We're gonna put Udo in the book. Thank you for the 150 again. We're gonna put Ainsfee in the book as a bonus name. Bills, yes, alright. Sab, welcome in. Make a Christmas tree. We already have like a Christmas tree area. Don't want to add one every year because then you just end up with a Christmas themed world. Guys, I don't know if any of you guys got the games bundle from Jingle Jam. It's always going on. You can't get it anymore because Jingle Jam is finished by now. Also, with Naked and Afraid, we raised all the numbers were in pounds, but we raised about 12,500 euros, which is crazy. If you guys contributed to that, thank you so much. So, if you got the games bundle, I played a bit of Core Keeper the last 2 days, and I would recommend you give it a shot if you did get the bundle. Cool typo in my name, did I not get it right? Who did it? That actually makes it better, I think. Holy. Secret Warrior, you couldn't watch the streams because your phone's wrecked? Does it work again? Did you get a new one? Oh, guys, yo. How about we use stuff here at the base? Make it look a little bit darker by the water. I think we need to do that. Let me get more tough. Also, let me see if this teleporter works. I don't know if it does. What's the bridge for? It's just there to connect all the builds in the world. So we made a pathway that goes all the way over to the map room. Also, yo, guys, before we do anything else, let me actually just get rid of these beacons here. Because they look so bad. It's gotta go. Okay, so I don't really understand the new Naked and Afraid winter thing. Is it an official series? Naked and Afraid is my favorite series on YouTube, but I haven't watched any of the new one or whatever. But there's still Naked and Afraid Live, as we called it, was just a live event for Jingle Jam. Jingle Jam is a yearly charity event that got started by Yogscast. And we got to raise money as a part of Jingle Jam for a charity project. For that, we did a live season, which was streamed on a Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. It's not going to be, like, it's not Naked and Afraid Season 3. It's just a random live thing for charity. It's an actual word in Finnish, the sense of mist. Your name is a word in English, or the thing that I typed? Skybo, welcome in. Looney trying to wrap my mind around your crazy teleporter system. Yo, I'm actually making a video on it. So I think it's going to be out. I wanted to get it this week, but I had to push everything back a little bit. I literally, guys, something crazy happened. Well, crazy, I don't know. It's just randomly funny. So for the past 2 days, I finally had one of those moments where I couldn't really get the work done. Like, I was just like, I gotta go do this now, work on UNCG for a bit, make sure I'm caught up with recording, and I was like, I don't really want to, like, I just want to sit back and not think about things for a minute. So I went to play Core Keeper, as I said, which I rarely pick up a military game, but I always enjoy it. Like, I enjoy playing a random game. It's cool. Good way to wind down. So I went to play Core Keeper for a day, and then after a day I was like, I also did some other things, went to the gym and whatnot, did some things around the house. So after about a day I'm like, I'm not ready though. Like I just want to take another day off. So I do that, but I was like, I didn't feel quite right because I felt like I was sort of stagnated. I felt stagnant. So I go and tell my girlfriend, I'm like, I don't know. It's just like there's a lot of things going on lately. I feel bit stagnated. And then she just said, "You mean you took a day off?" Like, there's actually it's not that deep. I literally took a day off. And then today I got back into it. So because of the little bit of downtime, I pushed my entire schedule forward by a little bit. And then the thing was, it's a good thing to take a day off occasionally, because what a day off does is it lets you take a step back, and rather than feeling like you gotta do all these things, you start thinking about what is the most important of those things to do. And I realized, oh, you know what? I actually need to look in, not think about videos for a sec, make sure that the UHCG episode gets finished, and then after I've done all that, we can do that teleporter video. So it's scheduled for next week now. Rico, welcome in. Hardcore Keeper, you can play that game in hardcore, and you know what I would really, really like to do? It's not a short-term thing, but I think it could be very cool. I would love it if I had a YouTube channel, not this one, but a YouTube channel, and I'd have enough like momentum, just in general, to be able to get views on any kind of content, because there's a reason to watch it, since it's a loony video. You know it will be funny, you know it will be cool. If I can get to that point, I'd love to have a YouTube channel where I just did hardcore playthroughs of games that I haven't played. So you literally start it in hardcore, and then you just die, and you learn from it, and you try again, and that way you sort of grow through a game. but it really turns into like an actual journey. I think it could be a super cool thing to stream. Rico, you got the poster today. Now you have to find a place to put it. Yo, nice. I got mine as well. I'm a bit of an idiot because I forgot to get the season 1 Naked and Afraid poster. But I was on the phone with Minnie this morning, or on a Discord call, and got it sorted that I can still get one, which is nice. So that was the spoiler bomb you almost blabbed ahead of time for Naked and Afraid? The live season happening? I don't know what I almost spoiled. It could have been just that. Like, I feel like I almost dropped a bomb on something big, but I don't quite remember. It's a little while ago. I did get all the other posters. So I got the Jingle Jam one, I got the Season 2 one. Try Leo's Fortune, where if you die, you restart the whole game. Is Leo's Fortune like a hard game, or is that just the way it's played? You want a Season 1 poster? Totally missed out? It'd be interesting if we could, like, eventually do a vintage run. But it's also kind of cool that they're gone, you know? Makes it special when you were there to get it on time. Leo's Fortune is a platformer with 20 levels, so the reset the whole game is just the thing that you do by yourself. It's just like honorary hardcore. Or does it have a hardcore mode? Or is it hardcore by default? I think there should be a game where it's just like that. It'd be so cool. Jerry, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Wait, CJ, you got the account back? Or did you rename it to 15 instead of 14? So Mickey, is it a hard game? Or why do you recommend this one specifically to do that? Oh, you renamed it? Nice. You deserve a day off? Writing so many different things? True. This is also like the point of the whole story. To me, it felt like I wanted to do all these things and I just couldn't really get myself to do it. Which is kind of rare. Like, that doesn't happen a lot. And it's just not that big of a deal, you know? Like, you can take a day off. It's fine. Which is also funny about my girlfriend reacting to it. Like, I was kind of in my head about it. I'm like, oh, I feel so stagnated. And she's like, you mean you took one day off? Yeah. That. Why? What kind of leaf is this? Oak leaves. Alright, let me actually take my silk pick and get 3 oak leaves. TV Destroyer, welcome as well. It is a random game you thought of that you played in the past. That's a random suggestion, Mickey, but I'm here for it. Honestly, guys, I think it could go hard. Like a channel where you just do hardcore playthroughs of games that you haven't played. And I think it also would make for good streams. Like streaming on that channel and on Twitch. Dax, welcome in, good morning. Is the next UHCG video coming out this year by any chance? Rico, I think, realistically, it's going to be early January. Because it was such a big project. I bit of a lot, and then my editor, Apples, had a really busy month as well. He had to get hand in a college application assignment. Valheim's hardcore mode is different to Minecraft. Valheim is a hardcore mode where it doesn't reset your map, but it resets your character, right? So you like get a new character in the map that you've already been playing. Sensu, guess what? Well, tell me. Surely this one is gonna be way more enlightening than the last. I think Ark has that same hardcore play style. I think that's a cool way. I think honestly Core Keeper had that as well. Exact same thing. It's a cool way of playing. Guys, let's get to storage. Get some stuff. Guess what? I saw a chicken butt. You mean like you went up close and personal with a chicken to check him out? That's a bit weird, you know? I wouldn't totally recommend that. I'm not quite sure, but you might also not be able to use a map or portals. To complicate the game further, honestly, no portals, no maps is kind of a banger challenge. I totally rock that, just because of all the no F3. Dude, where did that put me? I just phased through the bottom of that portal. Will you only ever play Greg packs? What the hell are Greg packs? I like chickens. Don't judge me. I'm sorry, dude. You do you. Decently consistent at 3 block extensions. Yo, I saw a speedrunner compilation. Who was it? I think it was Dugile. And he just randomly did that as he got knocked off by a blaze, which was, I think it was a 2 block, but you could just see it, that he didn't really see the moment coming, but he just had those reflexes. And then there were a bunch of comments about Bed Wars, clearly, because that's how you get those. Like, you just happen to have played a bunch of Bed Wars, and because of that, you're just wired that way. Dax, dude! Looney 8K video is a banger. Great work. Dude, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I think it's a very interesting video. Honestly, guys, like, I don't think a video has ever bombed as hard on my channel as that one. Now, I kind of, like, we're going to put butter in the book, it's about his name. I kind of expected that going in. I was like, this video is not quite at home here. And what I mean by not quite at home is, like, it's a relaxing long play on a channel that doesn't do relaxing long plays. But I thought it'd be such a cool way to make a world tour in that style. Because, like, my world, I think, honestly, I don't think there's many people that could do a relaxing long play world tour the way I did. Because you have to be able to walk around your world and travel around your world in a way that is quick and effective. And, like, most worlds are just not built that way, right? So, to me, like, put a Minecraft soundtrack in the back of that, it felt like such a cool thing, because it's just a perfect way to sort of experience a Minecraft world. And I think it's amazing, like, second screen content, just something to have on in the back. Real reason, welcome in. That book and quills, not vanilla. No, it's a mod called Scribble, which helps you with setting colors and then cursives and stuff. Actually, a really nice mod. So yeah, I like that world tour a lot. And I think over time it might be something that people randomly find. I don't think YouTube has, like, an algorithm that's super well adjusted to make a random video like that find its audience. Also, I don't really mind. Like, if there's people who enjoy it, and that makes me happy. And I know, like, the comments actually on that video were A's. Why am I floating up? Something to do with... What is this? It has something to do with flowing water, I think? It feels really random. Then those should be tough walls as well. We'll get there. I didn't have time to watch the video yet. Maybe later today if I have time at work. Rico, honestly, you could even put it on a second tab and just listen to it. It's a vibe. Because Minecraft music is just great. That's like half of the video. Chris, why did I not participate in Creator SMP? I didn't ask. I talked to Jeremy and Duncan like a little bit earlier in the year. But I didn't ask to be invited because I feel like I have some cool stuff that I want to invite them for. And I think it would fit in great in Creator SMP and I would have a blast. I would love to do it. But I wanted to ask like at a moment where the question made a little bit more sense. Because I think you got to bring something to the table. And this has been sort of a year in preparation of another year. That's a bit of a weird statement. But like, I've been just mostly working for things that are going to happen next year. And I kind of wanted to reach out to them and like ask for the invite at a moment where it wasn't about like not being allowed to play. It wasn't about being unsure. It's just that I generally like to ask a question like that when I know that people will say yes because they're excited, rather than getting people to say yes because either you asked or it's like it's an opportunity for you. It's not about fear of being shut down. It's not about not being allowed to. It's about, I feel like you should ask that question when you bring something to the table. And I definitely think that I'm well on my way to bring something to the table, but more so next year than this one. Working on a theory that Looney's a vampire, you need to be invited to join a server. Interesting. No, I don't mind about, like, I don't mind asking for things at all. I just want to do it when it feels right. If that makes sense. I somehow thought I needed way more blocks for this than I do. Okay, let's put these in here and then we'll texture a little bit. Joining what server? Rudy? Something called the Creator SMP. It's a Dutch Minecraft project that happens like, I think once a year. Pretty sure once a year. And it's crazy. It's so big. I had a conversation with Minnie about it today, but there's this interesting thing in the Netherlands, where the Netherlands is a really small country. I think about 17 million people live here. Like, there's cities in the world that have 17 million. Not many, but a couple. And in the Netherlands, they speak Dutch, which is like a language that only gets spoken in Dutch, or in the Netherlands, in former Dutch territories, and in Belgium, part of it. So there's just not that big of a potential viewer base for things in Dutch. It also means that there's not that much supply because people in the Netherlands on average speak amazing English. So a lot of things just happen in English. That does mean, however, that when something does happen in Dutch, sometimes like the entire country will rally just because it exists. And Creator SMP is one of those things. Like, Creator SMP should not be as big as it is, but it is ginormous because like it's just a mainstream crossover audience. People that would normally watch like different games just show up because like all the cool Dutch creators are doing this Minecraft thing. And a lot of those people will like watch Minecraft on English spoken channels. A lot of those people will never watch Minecraft except for Creator SMP, which is a very, very cool thing. And it happens in a lot of like cultural fields. Dutch is not Flemish language. No, like Flemish is Dutch essentially, but it's like a dialect. Guys, I can do this. I believe. I gotta like. This is the longest setup ever for anything, and I cannot do it. If he had only stayed on the ridge, that would have been much nicer. Gotta go, Butter. See you later. Thank you for checking in. Speaking of, do you have a Dutch word of the day? Gelaagd. Let me put it in chat. Dutch word of the day. Guys, if you know what it means, you can say it. If you don't know what it means, I just put it in both of the chats. So that's just 9 times more people than your country. Rico, dude, that's crazy. Is it the same though that there's a language that people only speak there? Probably not, right? Summit Seeker Adventures, welcome in. Flemish, what they speak in Belgium? Yeah, part of Belgium, right? Because partially they speak French. You don't know what it is and you know Dutch? I mean, if you're natively Dutch, you might know it. It's a pretty specific word, though. Rip. I've spent so pretty much time working on this little bridge. It's actually not even true. Like, it's not that bad. It's just that since I started using like Metacast sometimes, you just get confronted with how terribly slow things are. Yo, AJ. GD sound is weird. Gelaagd. It is weird. The G is a very peculiar letter in Dutch. Rahul, welcome in. Honestly, guys, that works for me. We'll leave it at this for now. Yes, guys, it does mean layered. Gelaagd is layered. It means to have multiple layers. Just like a cake can be gelaagd, or like something that someone says. Okay, that was our bridge. Let's go to the Hall of, the Quest Hub and figure out the plan for this week. We need a good plan. CJ, you missed a lot of streams because I got banned. Just realized I couldn't watch you on YouTube. You could. We're multi-platforming out here. Sounds like phlegm stuck in your throat. Gelaagd. Literally. Stable pathways, finished stables. Those are kind of might want to do that. This is crazy. Check stay stone for extra pearls. We started there. Check the teleporter at base. I did that. Something weird is up with it. Like, it's consistent, and then it's not. It's really weird, and then it just clicks back into consistent. Haven't figured out what the issue is. Item sorter copper slots. Honestly, guys, I think we should do this one and this one. Fuel split clock. We gotta investigate. No, wait, hold up. I'm exactly not doing what I'm supposed to do, which is make a plan for the week rather than do random old tasks. Outside nether up terrain fade. That one's tempting, low-key. Guys, we might have to do this. That's a big old project that needs to happen short term and could keep us busy for the week. Elena, you're waiting for new episodes? Let me know when it will come out. I think middle of January. And probably right before that, you have UHCG. And then middle of January, new hardcore episode. There's also some other smaller episode or videos coming in the couple weeks. Or the coming weeks. It's worth it to refresh occasionally. Okay, so guys, there's a small issue with my Nether Hub mountains in that they sort of like suck from the outside. So I think what I want to do is extend that base layer like way further out and then sort of fade it from like using moss blocks to moss blocks with moss blocks with carpets, and then as we go further out we'll start like gradually fading it into carpets rather than blocks, and then eventually when we get a bit further out we'll steer away from the carpets and just fade it into bedrock. There's also slabs we can use. Is there a slab that is right like really close to the moss blocks? Here we used stuff. Honestly, I think we could swing that. Elena, you're welcome. Thank you for checking out the stream. Raul, do I know Senpai Spider? I've heard his name. Don't know his concept very well. Guys, do we commit to this? Like, do we go work on those mountain fades? I think we should maybe just test like one section, see how it feels. Remember when you were building mountains? Good old times, right? Guys, let me pick up some blocks from the moss farm. But then also on the way back, I'll actually like go and check if this is the right move. Maybe there's something else in the quest hub that's more urgent. I think this can take you more than a week. Yeah, it can take a lot of time really easily. Because like as you go outside, every ring becomes more work. Exponentially more work. So it's like, it really does add up. I'm just gonna try and like take all this stuff, see if we have like enough to make a good start. Just Moxie, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Okay, we'll start with this. I love Looney, but right now I'm watching for the Woody. The what now? Oh, yo, we got drops enabled, of course. Good call. That did not process for a second. Like, the hoodie? What you mean? Senpai in Japanese means senior, so senior spider. Or in Spanish, senor spider. Definitely not it. What is an equivalent of a daily quest in my world? Do we have like a daily quest? What is something that I keep doing? Honestly, I think dropping the book in the Hall of Fame. It's probably like the best one. Okay, let me see. We're gonna put that one there. Carrying so much junk. I think, guys, what we need to do is like make one section for the reference real quick. This is not gonna make it better initially. Touch the grass. Dang it, dude. Guys, that is known as a grass percent speedrun. Dude, I'm slow. Grass percent. Thank you for the 2. We're gonna put Razor Boost? When am I building Netherite Beacon? I do believe that the next big update is the end update, so I still hope we don't have to build a Netherite Beacon. Night Zoo, welcome to the stream. Looney saving 2 seconds with a pearl through a portal, only to then get stuck in a portal for 2 seconds. Yeah, that sounds like a me thing. So valid. That was absolutely not worth. Oh my, yo! I thought I was far out with this. I'm really not. We need to build way further. Just Moxie, I know your stream name. Now I'm wondering why I unfollowed somehow. Was following you before. I guess happens. No worries and welcome back. Thank you for being here. Mr. Robo, welcome in. Stripping. Okay, that honestly, that would help a lot. Now let me get some carpets first. We gotta, guys, this is kind of a theme here, but I gotta be careful in that I need all of this to be spawn proof all the time, because it can get pretty bad real quick. Okay, that's not it, because you can... Okay, that's way too intense. Is there like a effective way to do this? Does that work? For the most part. I'm just trying to... Okay, the butterfly click worked there. I'm trying to find a way to not miss any while also not placing any doubles. I think using light level render is definitely like the better way because it's easier to tell the difference. Guys, only like building this reference part is actually going to take time. Like, how much work is the entire thing going to be? This is the kind of thing that we should definitely like use Lighmedica for, because it will just save a heap of time. I think it might be. You can sense an ad soon. You got like that radar. Are those zeros? Yeah, they're a light level display. Since we're in the nether, there's no skylight, so it renders as light level 0. Do I have an external SSD for world backups? Debating to get one or not. I'm actually pretty terrible with world backups. I do like upload it to my Google Drive, but like once every couple months. So it's not very consistent. Elite Potato. Lunia just realized 8,000 days, still no nether hub completed. Dude, 8,000 days, no main base completed. Like I haven't completed a base in this world. Period. That's kind of crazy. Says something about the skill, I guess. There's a backup in Patreon. Dude, true. Could literally use that as my backup folder. It is like partially trimmed down though, so it's not really a backup. This is it's good that we're doing like this tester, because I'm realizing that no matter how we do this, it's gonna be a bit wacky. I do think though, guys, to get a good idea of like how this will work, I gotta sort of power through this small bit. Because it will make it easier to understand like the bigger shape. How big is my world on the hard drive? I think it's 12 gigs right now, which is not actually that big. And a lot of that happens because I don't really use F3 for travel. So I don't travel that far. No compared to like your average world. Season 1, for comparison, at a certain point, was 800 No, wait. I think it peaked at 69 gigabytes, which is crazy, but it really did. I said 100 because I'd traveled out 100,000 chunks. Sorry, 100,000 blocks. Looking for enchanted golden apples. 100,000 chunks is like 16 million blocks. No. Is it? Yeah, 60 million. Or 1.6. 1.6. Okay, guys, I do still think this is better than what it is right now. But to properly understand, I gotta fill this in. Stone, welcome in. And Just Zero, welcome in as well. Just join what's going on. So we're trying to figure out like which big thing needs to happen this week. And I think the answer to that question is I gotta like do the outside of the Netherhub Mountains. Right now we're building a test segment to see if that is actually the right move. And I think once we have figured it out, the next question is, do we do it in Light Manica or do we do it vanilla? And I think what I'm going to do is make a poll and just ask you guys. We'll leave the poll up for an entire stream and then make a decision. I honestly think that Light Manica might be more pleasant to watch. Because if we don't, like, we're gonna have a lot of intense mouse shaking. In grayscales because of the biome that we're in. Light Manica's easier. Light Manica's definitely easier. I mostly think that it is way faster for this. Like, it's just gonna probably take 20% of the total time. And it's going to be way less intense clicking wise. Because there's some intense clicking going on right now, I can tell you that. Have I updated to latest release? No, honestly, I should check if my essential mods are updated tomorrow. I think they are, because I don't think there was any big like backend changes between versions. And that's like the biggest reason why getting mod updates might take long. What are the O's on the block, Stan? There's something called a light level render. It's in a mod called Mini HUD, and you use it for spawn proofing. In my case, right now, I'm just using it to make it easier to determine whether something already has a carpet on it or not, because they're the same color. But the light level 0 indicates that it's a spawnable block, and that's exactly what the carpets are for. If I get like a really good rhythm, I can hold my mouse button, but if you slack or you miss one, you get an excess layer placed like that. It is both faster and like less stressful. Okay, let me see. Do I have a chest somewhere? Oh wait. Right here. If I put all my mud in sugar boxes, does it become packed mud? Yes. Yes, that's how that works. You'll immediately see the texture change as well. So what are the mods I recommend that I use all the time? Axiom is really nice for designing. Apple Skin is good for saturation. Better Statistics is just nice. Having a borderless mod is just nice. Clumps make it so you can pick up XP up faster. Day count is only important for content. These make what's it called? Fresh moves work for fresh animations. Flashback is just for content. Iris is for shaders. These are some dependencies. Honestly, like the must-have mods out of this, I would say Sodium, mouse tweaks, and that's it. Everything else is like helpful but not required. But without Sodium or without mouse tweaks, I would struggle. Lazy Metacam was important one. Sometimes. I think it's easier from this side to keep the rhythm. How about Balduni and Breezeball data packs? What is a Balduni data pack? Shut it. You mean the Ancient de Bruni? I think that's in the Breezeball pack. What are we doing, UD? We're testing something for the next NetherHub stage. We want to do the inside, but also, you know what, guys? We might have to just suck it up and do this next. Okay, the intense clicking is faster, but like, is it worth it for how intense the clicking is? Do I prefer Sodium over Optifine? Sodium is just better performance-wise. The biggest perk of Optifine is that you get all your essential mods in one mod pack, so you don't have to worry about like checking for all the updates. It's a little more accessible and it saves setup time. But honestly, like, just for performance, go the Sodium route. Try Sodium? Yeah, give it a shot. See how it feels. It does like double your FPS, I think, compared to Optifine. Is there a limit to how much mouse blocks pistons can push? So, pistons have a push limit of, I think, 12 blocks. However, most blocks don't get pushed by the pistons. They just break on impact with other blocks. So if you put 12 mouse blocks in a row, the piston will break the first one. If you put any amount of mouse blocks and then blocks in front of it, it will just push through the next one. And that will keep going infinitely, with the only problem being that you run into the 8 block push limit before anything changes with the mods. Okay, guys, should we just open a design world and just cook this outside? And then go the Lighmatica route? Wasn't there a folder with all my mods? I mean, I think I put my resource packs in the Patreon. Getting all the mods somewhere is not super practical because it changes with every update. And like, it also changes over time. Because usually when I install the update, I don't have all the mods available just yet, and then I keep adding them as time goes by. Sam, yo, thank you for the resub. Hashtag Sab Nina, I got you. I just gotta work my way through my book. Sam Nina is forever just epic. We're gonna put Jonas in the book as a bonus name. And Bowie Cars as well. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Sizzle Sor! Yo, welcome in! Welcome in, Raiders! How are you guys doing? Hey, Sis, what time zone are you in? Is it evening for you guys? PST. What time is it for you guys? Boy, guys, thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate it. Yo, Raiders, welcome in. We have tacos. We have... wait. I was gonna say hi and then your name skipped up. Tim versus here. The real Nugfuts. Beautiful name, love it. Praise Stalker, welcome in as well. Epoch, hope you are doing good. Okay, guys, give me 1 second to like spawn proof this, and I'll show you what we're doing and why it's a dumb idea. It needs to happen, but oh my god, the time sig. 7 a.m. What? Okay, that's what I thought when you said PST, and I was like, nah, man, it's not ending his stream at 7 in the morning. That's not right. What happened? Why are you up 7 in the morning? What did you do that had to go like deep into the AM? And how long did you stream for? You start at midnight? Dude, what? What is the starting stream at midnight meta? Like, are you just built different? Is that it? Okay, so guys, yeah, this is a dumb idea. I made these nether mountains a while back. There's just one problem, and it's best seen from my Wither Skelly farm. These 106 durability points are gonna last me the rest of the day. It's gonna be fine. Is it built different? Go figure. You try to be built different. That's it. That's actually how I do it. Dusty, welcome to the stream over YouTube. Okay, so guys, this is how this project looks from the outside, and it's so sad because it looks so good on the inside. Let me see if I got my right shader. I do. Love the looks on the inside, the outside not so much. Dude, I should totally like actually go fix my elytra now because I'm gonna forget it. We're gonna take a tumble. I'm gonna have to like throw a pearl to the ground. It's gonna be an easy clutch. It'll be way anticlimactic. Can't have that happening. Timbers, thank you. Hydration check, Rico. That's so valid. Thank you. Late night streams from me would be amazing on the weekends. Jonas? Dude, I'd be down, but like I can't right now. Oh my god, it couldn't fly more straight into a wall. I was just lucky not to have any speed. Okay, hold up. So, step 1, fix the wings. I do think that there's quite possibly gonna be a moment in time where I just stream an absolute ton. Like, I could imagine doing multiple streams a day. Not right now though. Like this past couple years, guys, I'm kind of like supporting my girlfriend through a bumpy ride, and it's just managing your time together. Super worth it, but it makes life unpredictable. Do I still have carrots? Okay, I'm just gonna take these 4. I think I left the rest in the chest there. Okay, guys, for the raiders just coming in. Before I head back to what I was doing, I got 18 rockets and I plan to make them count. Let's do a very, very quick tour around the outside of the base. Fly back through the base into the nether, and then we're going to see if it's actually like a stupid idea to build this, but worth. And I think I'm leaning, unfortunately, in the direction of stupid, but worth. Which, that's where we seem to end up. It's also where we get into a lot of work. So this here is my main base area. Main base is built around a 2 witch huts, actually. So all of this here, where all the ice and snow is, you can see that there's a lot of water still. That's because the biome is originally a swamp. I did cover it in ice to connect it to the biomes over this way. And then right here we have the main base. Now, all of the overworld stuff, except for this weird building, the quest hub, I've just been winging on stream. However, the nether where we just were, those mountains, designed them in Axiom, built them in Libmetica. And I think, realistically, that's what we're gonna have to do. Because this next job, like, and this is why I started, like, messing around with the building tools. You gotta actually stand on the pressure plate, that helps if you want to get a snowball. So there's certain projects like this base where winging it on stream is just a vibe and it's absolutely worth doing. But then there's also other projects where realistically there's 2 options. Either you design it and use Libmetica to build it to save a heap of time, or you don't build it. And I got to a point where I was like, yo, it's actually kind of nice to not have these ideas on a shelf indefinitely just because they take too much time to realize. Maybe there's a better way using modern building tools and we can actually like get it built up. That's what I did with these nether mountains, which literally changes the time it takes to build something from months to weeks. And like that's a worthy trade. I think honestly, guys, like building something just vanilla and then building something tool assisted, it's like a factor 7 in time that it saves. Hero, Flame, and Tiffers, thank you guys so much for the follows. Welcome in from the raid, and I hope you guys stick around. Apparently, my streaming schedule is very complimentary to Sizzle, who starts at flipping midnight. What? That's so crazy. I don't know if I know many people who do that. I know, like, Direpchu lives in Australia, and then just lives on NA time zones. Is it like that? Are you just like locked into another time zone because it makes sense, or do you like just not like sleeping, or what is the move here? I'm genuinely curious. Oh, guys, give me a sec. My YouTube chat crashed. I need to refresh. Yo, Paisley, welcome in. Shadow, when's the next episode of UTG? I'm working on it. I'm working hard on it because I went big. Like I went arguably too big. But sometimes you gotta go big. So it's coming. It's gonna be cool. And then the next one is gonna be closer behind because these months were like a lot was going on. Grubby is doing that, streaming in a North America schedule from Utrecht. Oh my god, bro, you scared me. I was somehow not anticipating that we were gonna get mob spawns. Low-key problematic because like those could be aghast. And if they are aghast, I cannot under any circumstance punch a fireball back. Because potentially we torch the mountains. Like the entire bottom area is like just made out of moss. It's not good. Dude, I had to look so long until I found the words. That's crazy. If we do get a gas, my strat is just fly up. Because as long as they shoot fireballs upwards, I don't really care whatsoever. Do you already die by this time, UHCG? No. I'm working. What is this new looking block? It's Pill Moss. It came out with the Pill Gardens biome with the creaking. Also, maybe it just looks a little bit different because we're in the nether. Like, there's no light here, making everything even grayer. So guys, we gotta, like, is this the job we want to do this week? Jonas, why don't the piglins get mad? Because I hit them with the one tap. Like, if you do this, they get mad. But only the one that you actually hit becomes angry. And if he's dead, then he can't be angry. And then after that first one gets mad, it spreads the aggression. But you need that first one to do it. What are the numbers? That's mini HUD, which I'm using for light level render to make it easy to spot the blocks that need spawn proofing. I feel like we're gonna answer that question a heap of a lot. It's not English, but take it. Okay, guys, so listen up. Getting into today's stream, I've been feeling like since UET Generations is the main priority right now. That is not priority. Since UET Generations is my main priority, recently, I feel like we've just been doing goofball odd jobs in the hardcore world. And it's going to be like that for a little while longer, realistically, because working on videos. When my UET generation runs does end, which is not going to be like very, very far away. Like I'm not towards the end of my series, but I'm going to try and grind it out as quickly as possible. Once we get towards the end, that's when we're going to lock in on the hardcore world, because we actually need to really, really cook and finish a couple things. The things that I'm working on currently, they all like are in the list of things that need to be finished in the coming months. Now, there's part of like the problem that gets solved if we like take on another big project for this week. A big project could be like blending in the nether mountains into the terrain, because that does need to happen. However, I don't know if it's like what I've been looking for, because I think I want to do something a little bit more interesting on the streams. I want to do something that actually feels like good progress rather than just grind. So how do you guys feel about like doing this? Just tell me in chat, because I think maybe this is important, but it's not going to be that interesting of a week, so we might have to do something else. Speaking is hard. Yes, well, it was hard the first time, and every time after it was a joke. But yeah, speaking hard. Hey, Alex, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. You'll be here nonetheless. Okay, that's a vibe. As long as you keep yapping, it's all good. Fair enough. Can do. Maybe we can get a parkour intermezzo for sure. Yuna, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Casual with the 21-day streak. Love it. Actually epic. Montgomery, I guess this means you can talk to chat. What you're saying is it's better than jumping up in the air with grease balls and pearls, right? You know, what are we doing right now? So, this is my Nether Hub project, but the mountains end kind of abruptly. So what I wanted to do is extend the moss part out a bit with a flat area. And then around that, I'm literally out of rockets, so I gotta make that last one count. Then around that, slowly fade the moss into the bedrock, as in like have a bit of a scatter pattern where you don't place every block. Just so it doesn't look so like randomly cut off. That line is too perfect for my liking. I can show you the inside in a minute, because I do think that we're actually gonna run out. Oh my, whoa, guys! This might be good. Guys, I think I just found my project. Like after all the yapping, I just realized something. I realized that I'm not gonna be able to do this because I just burned like almost a couple shulkers off blocks, and we did like a tiny slice of the entire thing. Now, usually for bone meal, I rely on my wither skeleton farm. However, that wither skeleton farm isn't really like effective enough to be your main bone meal source. Now, I've never gotten to a point where I needed so much bone meal that it couldn't sustain me anymore. But I think this is it. So, what we might have to do is find a place where we just build a absurd moss production line. Because I do think that moss is probably the quickest way to get that. Where would we do such a thing? We need water to run, so we can't do it in the nether. We don't really want to do it in the main base because, like, I want to go on a skill that is laggy for the main base. So I think it's a separate location. Moss farms need to be permaloaded for them to work properly. Well, as in, like, you need it to be so big that you only have to be there for a short amount of time. And I think the way we make that work is we build one. Let me think out loud. We build one and then we build the thing around it, like the decoration. Setu, welcome in. I haven't been here for a while. How are you doing? What are you working on? Doing good. Thank you for asking, and I hope you are good too. What are we working on right now? So I just made like a little tester slice. Flower farm side. So I'm thinking another direction. I'm thinking if we expand this. Okay, I'm seeing two things. I don't hate this edge. That part will actually work. The little like warble where there's some blocks missing and there's just slabs there, that works. We need some height variance in the rest of it. And I think the best way to do that is literally like cook up the thing in Axiom, then build it with Limetica, because like it's gonna save so much time that we need to do it. I'm thinking that this portal here is actually a really interesting one, because Pumpkin Castle for funsies? No, we can't put it in there because like that one's already laggy from the sheep farm. I think maybe we put it here as a big desert build, since we're gonna be here anyway. Like, don't you? No. That's not gonna be good next time we go through it. I'm thinking, guys, maybe we build that there in the desert, and then we can sort of incorporate the portal into the mountain range extension. So essentially we need to do this. We need to like elevate a little bit of terrain. Honestly, the middle here is flat too, and it doesn't look bad. It's just way less of an area, and it has some things going on there. Yummy protein, big mountain, right? I made like an upper nether and a lower nether. So the actual nether is down here, and we're on the roof right now. What is that middle thing? So this is just a nether. This is the actual dimension, which is crazy because like with the mountains, to me, it feels like you're almost flying to a big cave that was built there, but that is the normal nether. And then that thing right behind me, that's a gold farm. But I had to build something around it. The gold farm is just in that pillar in the middle. Dugout desert renovation to bone meal farm sounds environmentally good. Let's fly to that desert and cook up a little plan. And then I gotta sort of rediscover how to effectively build mouse farms. Looney 2, welcome back. Mohammed, welcome in. Oh my god, how did I forget about that guy? That was stupid. Holy. There, got him. Guys, do we... I think we can just build it above ground. It doesn't really matter. We make it a simple build. I'm just gonna look around and see if there's like a spot to just put a really big desert temple kind of build. I don't think we can just do it here. This all looks... It really looks amazing. Yo, thank you. Let's build the terrain in pill malls. Or like the framework. I think you have a sand digging site, right? We could kind of cover that up. This is not the right tool for the job. Oh, but I already have it. I completely didn't throw a pearl. Oh, dude, wrong. I don't know what I did, but my hotkeys didn't hotkey. It doesn't really matter. Whatever. I was thinking maybe I want to build this like a little further back still. We build it into that mountain. Let me pre-plan. Okay, so definitely here. Almost, no, it needs to be further away from that portal so it looks good. I don't want to build it over a river. Don't want to build it back here. We could level this mountain here. John Wiki, yo, thank you for the resub, dude. Thank you for the 7 months. We're gonna put your... Oh, that's not how caps lock should work. I mean, it is, but it shouldn't be active. We're gonna put unit clips in the book as well. You know, I'll show you at the end of the stream what the book is for, but it means you're part of the hardcore world right now. Cito, welcome to the stream. Guys, do we level the mountain? Like right here? Because that opens up a big space. I think we do it. Let's get set up. Honestly, this desert is a really good place for bigger farms that I still need to find a location for. Oh my god, guys, AJ just said this could turn into an industrial district of sorts, but a pretty one. Do you not like my industrial district? Is it not pretty? actual like main base being your industrial district. I took that way too serious, that entire main base construction. But guys, AJ is right though. It's the perfect thing to do. Let's start by leveling a sand mountain, and then do I? Yes, I do think I have my beacon box. Sand Kano. Sab, don't get started. You don't want to go here. Obi-Wan Kenobi! Thank you for the follow, nice name. Oh, I wanted that phantom so bad, but that was a hard hit. I do think I have everything I need. Kano does not sound right. Shut it. Oh, the whole key changes are messing me up still. Guys, while I was saying you could remap your keys so that your hold bar, like, you'll have to press the same key combination to get to the items, but your hold bar will be differently laid out. While that works, I do think that's a terrible idea, because it only works as long as you're doing the combinations you're used to doing. But if you now have like another item in your hold bar and you want to get there quickly, you'll completely beat it. It's not fine. I just gotta learn new hotkeys. It's not, or new hotbar layout. It's not that hard. I just wanted to get that set up because there's no way that we don't dig into stone and stuff as we start removing this. Moment before total construction, right? Or total destruction. Totally. We'll probably get like a heap of sand and sandstone, which I honestly think I'll immediately sink back into the same project. I do think that low-key, this swiftness is gonna like save a lot of time. Montgomery, you're asking me to tell you how you died? That's curious. Let me pause my recording because like I don't think I'm gonna need raw footage for this. As long as we have the replay mod. Sorry, flashback. Honestly, guys, I'm really curious when I get to like editing the 8K demo movie, how it's gonna flow, because I've been terrible with recording my raw footage over the last 1,000. I like, there's no way. The boat zone, there's no way. I just give up. I'm not even like gonna make it to the starting line before it's over. Like, I would, but... Dawn? Wow. Not even trying anymore. I mean, there's no shot. There's literally no shot. Don't you boo me! Come on! Guys, I've literally been trying to find an exciting thing to do for you guys all day. Now I find it. Now I'm getting booed out here. Come on. Honestly, this chat is glorious. But don't tell chat I said that. Guys, if we're lucky, this sandstone runs pretty deep, and we like have enough to make a build right away. I feel like I vastly underestimated how much of a removal job this is. But then, I usually just sort of underestimate anything in Minecraft. Mostly that's why the builds turn out cool though. Because first I underestimate how much work it is, and then I just do the work. And then 3 years go by, your base is not done. But you believe that with one more year, it will be the coolest base. And it might be. Yo, Soul, welcome in, by the way. Didn't see you yet. Is it better to go 4 layers at a time, or is that annoying? I think 3 is probably the most comfy. Guys, can you please help me keep an eye on my tool durability, because I'm gonna fumble hard. I promise I'll listen when you guys give me a warning. I swear. I do think this is gonna be a really, really nice flashback. That's, yo, what's going on? So I've been puzzling. I've been trying to figure out what I want to do this week. Like, I'm grinding a lot of UHC generations in the background. Because of that, the hardcore projects became a bit random, because like I'm just doing all these odd chores that need to happen long term, but are not like the most exciting thing to do in a streaming week. So I was puzzling this week. I came in with I have a question. What is going to be the cool big project that we do this week that needs doing? And I couldn't really figure it out. So we looked at extending the terrain around the Nether Mountains, because that definitely does need doing. And then as I was building the first couple, like the first section, not even the first couple sections, I realized how much bone meal we're going to need to build the entire thing. And bone meal is a bit of a bottleneck in my world. It has been for a long time, which I usually solve by just using the Wither Skeleton Farm. Now, that does give you a decent amount of bone meal, but nowhere near enough for, like, big things. So I figured it's time to actually make a good bone meal farm. Guys, can you like, help me out with the sort of conceptualizing the project? Best way to do big bone meal farms is just moss, right? Wow, you sound like you're modding from inside a bottle on the ocean. Already ignoring us? Because of the booze? Yeah, I had to block it out for my mental health. Skeleton farms are also valid. How do you skeleton farm? As in, like, yeah, that's better. Wow. How do you skeleton farm? As in, how do you block out zombies and creepers? I know how to creeper farm. Skeletons are a little bit taller, which makes it easy to, like, get them out of the mob spawns. But how do you make them exclusive? Honestly, Soul Sand Valley. Soul Sand Valley make it too low for ghasts. But then Soul Sand Valleys are like a desolate biome, so they don't spawn a ton of mobs. I don't think that's going to be great. Honestly, I think the solution is either bigger Wither Skelly farm, which those can get kind of crazy, so that would totally work, but it's a heap of work. Beyond that, I think probably moss farm, but just bigger than I've had before. Gotta check, like, which area we're removing. Yeah, definitely this, and then also definitely, like, that little bit there. Looney, shut it! I didn't deserve this. Oh, Mello, yo! Thank you for the 100 bits, dude! Let me put your name in the book. Bonus name for that one. Let's give it to Crochet Clarinet. Quick sip of water. Dax, you guessed couple mouse farms working together. Yeah, that's what I said. Mouse farm, but bigger. So I'm gonna go really big here, and then we never have to worry about it again. I will say, guys, like the skill I'm thinking is might be the first outrageous farm in my world, because usually I go with the theory of like it doesn't have to be super big because it's just me using it. But like I don't want to worry about this anymore ever. Oh, I so hope that I would hit that. I think just that one? Yeah. Okay. I love that you guys went from Twitch chat to YouTube chat just to boo me. I know what I fumbled. I just prilled twice and never threw a wind charge. It wasn't a hotkey malfunction. It was a me malfunction. Stop! Leave me alone. You didn't fumble? You didn't even try? The boat race? I mean, true. Looney, I've been told terrible things. I was told you killed. No, I didn't kill you. You're just undercover. It's weird. Guys, I think Montgomery is role playing that actually killed him because he couldn't ask a serious question, and then he died of just like pain. So now he's Eregmoknom, or whatever that is. We can't begrudge a man his roleplay. I feel like I've kind of got that down now, but I'm trying to implement it into like weird gameplay scenarios, like just there, because to be able to do it in game when there's actually things happening rather than isolated, You need to really reinforce the muscle memory. To be able to do a thing under pressure, you need to practice doing it under pressure. That's essentially what it means. Oh, I did have my mace. Beauty, back from dinner, what are we doing now? We're leveling mountains in the desert to prepare for a pretty majestic moss farm for bone meal. Mostly for moss too, because that's kind of the end product that we're looking for here. I don't know if it's still a thing. Friendly reminder to drink water. Thank you. That was very up close. Maybe if he fails to try a boat race, he loses a piece of armor. That's drastic suggestion. I mean, failing to try does not sound great. No! Go away. Holy whiffs. Come on, dude! Okay, I feel like I need something? E-pearls, but I have them in my inventory. Dude, my aim. Not okay. It started with the jump boost tripping me up, and then it became me just being bad. Dude, stop. Anyone able to DM Momsy? I don't think you guys have Momsy DM privileges. Okay, these go over here. Wow, your audio's cutting out. We can't hear what you're saying. This is gonna go so much faster during the night. Sorry, during the day, mob fight was very time consuming. Guys, I don't think we're gonna use most of the sand that I'm mining. Like, probably sandstone, yes, but probably not the sand. Which is kind of nice, because I've been out of sand for a while. Like, we keep traveling back for a couple shulkers. If we're lucky, I just get, like, 10 or so, and we're kind of set for a little bit. Wow's chat message after not being able to talk. Epic. Fix your posture and drink that dihydrogen oxide. Yes. Good pointers. Honestly, the posture could use some help. Yo, guys, let me actually fly over there and get rid of some of the junk in my inventory, because that's slowing me down too. I think that was better, yeah. Okay, we don't need that one anymore. Actually, let me put it in my e-chest, because that's how you lose stuff. Probably don't need the pearl box either. Should just play so I don't need it. And then oh, wow, actually had a good pointer. Put just sandstone and sand in my inventory so I don't pick up junk. Might be the move. Honestly, this should already be a lot better. I also don't have rockets, so we're gonna run out of those. They're over in that shulker that I was just at, or that chest. Guys, this is one of those things that would go so much faster if I wasn't stubborn and just slept in game. Oh, so why are we cutting down a sand dune? Because it's in the way of where I want to build my farm. What farm? Giga bone meal farm. Honestly, guys, like, we're gonna need a bunch of lava, but we might be able to get it from lava pools. Those are easy to find in a desert. People redefine Revoluni? How? One does not simply redefine Revoluni. Bone meal farm in a place that is bone dry? You get it. I had not thought about that, but yes. Soul's getting a little bit low. Hopefully Twitch ain't bugging again. Did it break your stream streak? Hello, thank you for dropping by, dude. Good luck destroying and raising the desert. Right? Somebody's gotta do it. I kind of want to get like as much of this done today as we can, but start a little late, so might not actually make it. It does give me a little bit of time to figure out my farm design. I'll just cook up a module. There's like two ways we could set the entire thing up, guys. I think like you could build one full-on complex system that refuels itself, like puts new bone meal in all the dispensers automatically. The downside of that is that you're gonna take up a lot of space with sort of ice roads distributing all that. The other way you could do it is having to sort of refill the bone meal supply from the output. That's a lot simpler, but you gotta like have a way to measure when the bone meal needs to be re-upped, because you don't have to like manually check if any of the modules are broken. That's how you don't run a farm very effectively. I think I'd go for the slightly simpler version where you have to like restock the bone meal of the actual farm every now and again. But then you need a simple way to distribute that. When you go and take fireworks, also repair the tools. I think I'll actually run out of tool durability first and then also do the fireworks as while I'm at it. I do have like this shulker box with me that has some more tools though. Daxilator, thank you for dropping by. Shulker box loader and unloader could be cool for the bone meal. Oh yes, having a shulker box loader that stores it as bone blocks would be very nice. Let's do that. I feel like I've planned everything. I mean, not quite. Low-key, we're gonna wing it a little bit with the farm. As in, there's definitely, like, better ways to cook it. But I've sort of gotten to that stage where I just want to design a farm myself. Even if it's not optimal. Just because, like, if you do have to force yourself to think of something, it's gonna make you better at the game over a longer period of time. Sugar full of bone meal is a decent amount to measure roughly too. I think I'll go sugar full of bone blocks rather than bone meal. So that's actually 9 sugars of bone meal in a single sugar. And then also, like if you do that, you can also use the bone blocks for building if you want to. And they're kind of neat. Random, naturally generated upside down T. Well, guys, here goes the efficiency. We're gonna get mob spawns. Doesn't really matter, by the way, because I'm gonna run out of storage space, which means I can do like all the other things I need to do. Isaac, what are we gathering stone for? I don't really need the stone, but I need this mountain gone. It's in the way for a farm I want to build. Bone looks kind of cool to build with, not pure white, right? They have a little bit of that off-white color that's cool for some texture sometimes. Pickaxe durability is getting down there. Oh, I knew that guy was gonna fly just out of range. That was bad. Okay, let's fix the storage. I forgot my rockets, but it doesn't really matter because I got enough. Honestly, guys, this is going quicker than I thought. We're definitely, like, gonna get close to tearing this entire mountain down in the hour. Yo, Nina, welcome in. I just heard a random Nina squeal, and the first thing I did was look over to chat to see if I saw a message from Sab. Of course I did. Guys, I'm hearing things. I thought there was a phantom. Honestly, like, soul switching when mining to either go through hard blocks or through, like, sand or dirt is, like, super satisfying. Thor's eye. How are you able to use breeze balls? That's how they're called. They're not wind charges with netherite armor. So initially I thought that netherite armor was the problem, like as in that's why you don't get the height. Turns out it's not. Netherite armor knockback resistance doesn't do anything in terms of wind charges. However, blast resistance does completely ruin it. So if you're a man that likes to fly up in the sky using breeze balls, make sure you don't have blast protection on your armor. Sambo, GG's on the stream streak. Thank you for being here, dude. Guys, I guess we're gonna get to like redesign a desert temple. I don't think I'll make it look much like a desert temple at all. Locash, welcome in. Hey Looney, do you think Minecraft should add some features to the fletching table? Would be awesome. Fletching table really doesn't do anything, right? It'd be cool if you could like make your tipped arrows there. Because you're right, it is just a workstation. Now, not every workstation has like applications, of course. But yeah, I agree. The fletching table is pretty empty. I wouldn't rule it out because like the smithing table didn't do anything and now it does. Okay. Those guys got absolutely destroyed. I think fletching table is the only one without a player use. I mean, the cauldron doesn't... Well, the cauldron does have some applications, of course. Grindstone does. Stonecutter does. Brewing stand? You might be right. Lecterns are definitely used, like you can put books on there. Dude, you might be right. Like, I can't think of any other workstation that does nothing. Only fletching tables are boring? Come on, Mojang, get it together! What the hell is this? What do we need the sand for? We don't need the sand for anything right now. I'm sure it will be useful in the near future. But I mostly want this mountain gone. And like, we're gonna build a desert type structure here. So I think we'll use most of the sandstone. We're definitely like gonna have some sand left over. Guys, if you just got here, I was trying to figure out like what the project for this week was. I wanted to do something a little exciting, something that had like a clear purpose, clear end goal in mind. And then I couldn't really figure it out. And thought we were going to work on expanding the nether mountains around the outside, which is a bit of a grindy, tedious, boring task that needs to be done. Well, like, let's state that. It needs to be done. However, turns out we can't even do that because I'm not going to have the bone meal to pull it off. So either we spend some time standing around the Wither Skelly farm, which is going to be boring, or I bite the bullet now and we make a big bone meal farm in the... it will not be a temple volcano! Shut it! Temple volcano. No, it's not a sand volcano either. Shut it. Guys, we're not gonna kano. I ain't kanoing. Watch me actually call it Desert Kano when we're done. You guys are going to? Don't. I'm telling you, don't do it. I'm fully aware I have zero control over this. Netherite shovel is suffering out here. I will try not to destroy it this time. We worked hard for those ancient Dubrunis. Durability empty. Do I have another one? Dude, that's the original Everyday I'm Shoveling. What's that, AJ? Guys, AJ's suggesting that when it's nighttime, I go and mend my tools that are already a bit low, rather than use all the extra tools I have, because it will save time in the long run from me not bouncing around on fences with my mace. I can resist that temptation. Maybe. How many layers do we have? I feel like we've done slightly... I was gonna say slightly less than half, but it's more like 30% or something. It does get bigger as we go down, but it also gets more easily accessible because it becomes one chunk. And like, I also do think that we're gonna run into some caves. I'm already hearing mobs, so pretty big chance. Bonus Mom, yo, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Raiders, welcome to the stream. My name is Looney, and today we mine. And then tomorrow we craft. Because I have a big old sand dune that needs to go out of the way. It's like exactly where I want to build. Trying to get to the maze in time, did not pull it off. Please welcome in. Hey there, have a great stream. Added to the medicine cabinet for sinuses. Yo, I hope you you can clear them. Thank you again for the raid. And have a great rest of your day. Sinuses get cleared. Lokesh, hype for upcoming videos? Yeah, thank you, dude. Me too. I got a lot of stuff in the pipeline. Oh, we got a couple layers here, guys, that are a bit awkward because we just, like, got the connection between those mountains. But that means we're also going to get more sand patches because the areas, like, in between the valleys, they still have sand as top layers. Whereas on the last couple layers, we only had sand around the outside. So these are going to be a little slow, and then it's going to get better. Electro Ignition, dude, 30 months. Every 2.5 years. What are we up to today? Dude, is that 3.5 years? It is. That's crazy. Thank you so much, dude. Actually wild. Let's put Kevin in the net book. In the name is a bonus book or whatever that was gonna turn into. let me give you a overdue red name for that. And thank you so much. Playing Minecraft, thank you for the follow. And welcome to the stream. Did you just get here with the bonus mom raid, or are you randomly stumbling upon the stream, or have you been watching for a while? You never click the follow. That happens to me so often, where I just didn't realize it wasn't followed. Sometimes like I notice it after months, and then you have to randomly click that follow button. And it's like, what? You weren't followed? Today is going to be one of those days that looks really good as a flashback clip. And only as a flashback clip. This is what I said with like the extra sand bits. If you can just go down the middle, then you save a lot of time from not having to tool switch as much. And then you go around the outside and you do all the sand. Kind of surprising, like how fast you actually fill those shulkers. I just did all of these. I feel like I put something random in here. Maybe I didn't. Rico, back to see that you're still mining. Yeah, it was a big old dude. We're getting it done though. Minnie! Yo, dude. Minnie's like my favorite person because of how I react to him. Dude, yes. Minnie should be your favorite person if he's not already. That goes for all of you guys. You set up your PC? Dude, yes. Guys, Minnie just settled in a new place. So, like, as he was moving, he was gamingly challenged. Man at no PC. That's the first thing you did? You set up your PC, you loaded up the Looney stream? That's the move, dude. Bow streams. That's double the move. Andrew, dude, thank you for the 280. Minnie in the book? Yes. I'll both platform him in the book. Nah, they're spelled the same way. He's only getting one. I spelled WoW in the book as bonus name. Andrew, thank you for the 280. Appreciate it. Guys, I'm cooking some like stream changes, but I think I'm gonna like hold off with implementing until January. I think it'd be cool to like set up new stuff in the new year. Oh my god. I panicked so hard on trying to hit that skelly. What happened to resisting the urges? I mean, I can stop whenever I want. I just felt like using the maze a little bit. Yuki, yo, welcome in. Looney Live, best part about jet lag and being awake at 1 a.m. Wow. Sacrifices were made. $1 a.m. So you traveled back. You're jet lagged from a return trip. How's it going? I don't actually have like haste on the other side of that. But since it was sandstone, it didn't matter. Silly Kingdom, Looney, I tried Java and Breeze Balls are called wind charges. No, that must be an old version. I think you installed the wrong one. They're definitely called Breeze Balls. Here, look. Are you sure it's the latest version of the game? Oh my god. You replying with "oh" actually makes me feel bad. Yeah, Spears. I'm totally gaslighting. I have a resource pack that makes it be called Breeze Balls. I was actually, guys, I was committed to the gaslighting, and then like Silly Kingdom hit me with the "oh," and I legitimately felt bad. I was like, no, I can't do that. Wait, did I put Caswell in the book? I don't think I did. Dude, thank you so much for the gift sub to Minnie. He's already in the book, so we're going to put Soul in the book as a bonus name. apologies for the scam there. Yo, guys, I have a realization. We might not need to clear the entire sand dune. We could just, like, because I'm not going to flatten out terrain or anything, we could just sort of cook the build over. So we just need to make sure it's low enough, but it doesn't need to actually be flattened all the way. Because I'm gonna make a big build, so we'll have way more space than we need for the farm inside. And then if we need another random farm, we can also put it here in the future. Yo, this pick is already low as well. To be fair, diamonds, so a lot less durability. Can't have one of your favorite people not be a sub. That's actually valid. Oh my god, I was not paying attention. Brisa Mino, thank you for the follow. That pick has got low. Arrowblade, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome in. Oh, I definitely need like a couple more layers. At least it wasn't netherite, unlike the 9 others. The pick that I didn't break it though. It just got low. So it should have been netherite. Kevin, does Lunar know I'm here? Yes, dude, you're actually in the book as a bonus name. Classic digging stream. Low key, guys, I think we should lock in and not do parkour intermezzo. Or do you really want to see one? If you want to see one, put it in chat. Otherwise, we're digging. Guys, we'll sing dig. Silly Kingdom saying sorry, Looney? Dude, don't worry. I was messing around. You got nothing to apologize for. Andrew says dig. Says don't die. That's a great pointer. I appreciate it. I'll try to not do that. Especially the piglins. Dude, why had to bring that up? Come on. While saying jump, do the parkour. Crochet clarinet, no parkour. I mean, you guys decide. Tell me what you want. Gasps. Okay. Would it be Parkour Spiral MCCI? I think we should do MCCI. I think we could like at least make the framework for this one. We have to like dig a little bit more for sure. But if we put the framework down, it will at least give us some idea of like the skill of it all. Looney will not try to parkour in real life. I actually did that for a little bit back in high school. And I'm actually decent at running and jumping, so it's kind of a vibe. Actual parkour is like kind of scary to get into though. Is it not always scary? I mean, at a certain point, like you know what you can and can't do. As in, you know what you're confident at doing. He's in his 30s. Something's gonna pop. Fair. I wasn't like super planning. I'm actually like going out to do parkour right now. Kevin, please give me a world tour. Dude, literally go to the channel right now and watch the best world tour you've ever seen. Put it on the second screen, go do something awesome and just enjoy the journey because it's a trip. Uploaded just a couple days ago. Roby, welcome in. Looney has inspired me to get better at parkour, has saved me in hardcore. Yeah, movement is key, dude. Honestly, like, I'm pretty sure that the reason that this hardcore world is so chill, as in, like, I don't really have a close call, if you don't, like, count the weird end stuff and just glitchiness, it's just because of general improvement. And movement is a big part of that. Andrew, you don't do parkour anymore because your knees can't handle the impact. So, like, even last year I did a bunch of skateboarding, and I'm pretty good at like taking impact. That still works. I just had a little bit of weight to lose, which is why I sort of stopped doing it. I feel like that's a big factor. If you're like pretty lean, then everything is built to sort of withstand that pressure, even if it's an impact. If you're not, then it immediately becomes a lot of hard work. It's better now. Kalito, when is the 7,000 day video out? I made the 7,000 day video as a short update video. I will make a 8,000 days movie. Probably going to be out in January. And then, like, it's a bit of a combined one between 7 and 8K. Is there enough content for a movie? Definitely for the 2,000 day arc, yes. And like, there's a surprising amount of random stuff that you don't even remember that also happened. Some of those make, those random things make for good stories. At Epic, welcome in. What's the current objective? So, I want to build... I actually want to extend, like, the mountains around my nether hub. I'm not sure if you've seen them. But that's going to take a little bit of work. And to do it, I need a bunch of moss. But to get the moss, well, pale moss to be precise, to get the moss, I actually need to have enough bone meal to get that. So we're currently in the process of removing this mountain here to build a big desert pyramid looking structure. Pretty simple version of it, but big. Not like desert temple, but something that carries that sort of essence. And then in that, we're going to build a big bone meal farm. So I never have to worry about bone meal anymore. And I think, like, Project Bone Meal is the project for this week. Because lately, we've been doing a lot of random small tasks. And I kind of wanted to have, like, a project to work on. So I think tomorrow we sort of framework the building. Then we start putting the bone meal farm in there so it can start running. And then we design the building a little bit more and cook something cool around it. Oh my god! Sap with a late contribution to the parkour conversation says he's also bald, so no extra betting if he hits his head. Wow. Honestly, like, if you're like that shiny kind of bald, it might just be so smooth and slippery that you scoot right off and there's no impact. Sounds like a fun project. Honestly, I'm kind of stoked on it. You know, guys, I think we should do this. We're gonna put these shulkers in here. I still got these two. Let me fill that one, and then let me actually get some of the pale moss that we have. And like build our framework. Because I think with this height here, we can already go over. Did I have a water bucket there? Would low-key be nice. Fix bedrock edition? Pixelcraft? Dude, I would love to, but that's not really in my powers. Rovka, you popped a totem, ate a notch apple, parkoured your way out of the woodland mansion you were raiding. Dude, woodland mansions are low-key scary. Okay, I gotta like look from this portal to see what skill structure we can go. We can go a little bit further forward. Okay, Caps, welcome in. What are we doing today? I want to add more moss around the Nether Mountains, and to get ready for it, we're cooking a big structure in the desert for a bone meal farm. I think this might be it. I think I missed one of them. What do you need the most to build? Also, it's flammable. Dude, it's just framework. It's literally a placeholder to understand like the area we can build it. This guy has ideas. It's not gonna happen for him. That was the first mess up in that speed bridge. Kind of neat. I think that's about wide enough. Don't fall instant jigs. I didn't see it. Guys, I learned from the skyblock mishap. Pushed through so hard there. Wow, I placed a moss block and landed a bucket on top of it. Guys, this is sort of count as parkour practice. Grayson's corner a bit late, but I made it. What are we up to? I want to put a structure in the desert to put a big bone meal farm. So we cleared some space, and right now we're figuring out how big the space is going to be. Let's go here and then build towards the back. Montgomery, you need my attention. Is it about serious questions? Dude, that was amazing. Monty, nah. We're fine. Don't revive that guy. It's okay. Scream was muted. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Oh, I overshot. Connie, where are we bridging to? Well, to exactly here. This is not high enough efficiency. Wait, was I using my pickaxe there while I put a hole in my whole part? That's crazy. I was like, is that hole not high enough efficiency? That was wild. So we were bridging to this box here. I think that's the scale of my desert temple structure that's going to hold my most farms. Guys, Nina's saying I never finish anything, and now I'm starting something else again. No, so here's the thing. I finished plenty of things. However, right now the majority of my time goes into UHC generations. And because of that, it's felt like the hardcore world has been like me just running around doing random old jobs that didn't get completed but maybe need to. And instead of doing that this week, I felt like let's have a project that we get to work on. Like one last project for the year. And yeah, this is definitely looking like shaping up to be bigger than a week. I think I can make it smaller, I know, but like I like the idea of having a big build in the desert too. We don't need to like fill the entire thing with bone meal farm. We just need something to contain the bone meal farm. And if we want to add something there later, that's totally fine. I think we can fit a structure in there for sure. JJ LeMayo. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Guys, I think we're going to leave this one here for today. Before we do that, let me whip out the book. And then I think we finished on the parkour practice. Colin Wobbles is going to go in the book. Speaking of UHCG, when's the next video there? I'm not quite sure. I got a little tangled up in it. I think realistically it's gonna be early January. I was trying to get it out for December, but it's a bit of a time crunch. We're gonna put Yuki Aiko in the book as well. Let me put Rico in there. I don't think I put you in already. Let's put it in halves. Let's put in... Wait, I'm pretty sure Ropka was in the book, right? Nope, I have just typed your name a bunch. So I thought you were. Has Nightbot ever made it in the book? I grant the request. Nightbot in the book. We'll put in at Epic. We'll put in JJ LeMail. And let's assign it December 18th, 2025. And end. Oh, finish recording. Send to removal. Let me actually put the day count, like, on the beginning of these. That's gonna make my life easier later. Okay, let's hop to MCCI and get a parkour practice run in. No! Parkour spiral it is. Quickest sip of water. We're looking for a sub 580, I think. Oh no, sub 600 because I'm bad. Let's fix that. Oh my god, guys, I literally like resisted the reset there, and it made for a terrible start. 568 says Gravestone. All right, I'll lock in and get you good run. Isabel, see you tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever had that happen. Too short of a corner. Honestly, aside from that wacky start, feels pretty alright. Wow, I was guessing 655. That's actually crazy. Let me try and beat him by 100 seconds. Or like a minute and a half at least. Oh my god, that was weird. I hesitated literally about the route, which is very strange at that spot. $625, Coley, never, dude, never. For my actual goal, like I want to try and get sub 580. Should be very doable. Dude, there's a couple of slip-ups here that are so weird and so annoying. Oh my god. That takes so much time. I might actually be looking at 625 now. Annoying thing is they're like not big mess ups, they're like tiny mistakes that turn into like a absolute time sink. I'm like 45 seconds behind to a good pace already. So much hope, so many dreams of 568. Now they've been crushed. Yeah, they're down the drain, dude. It's not happening. I haven't played enough, so I'm like super unconfident doing that. Gotta literally like take one practice session, and I think if I like do that one skip for 5 minutes, it's gonna do a lot on the average runtime improvement. Oh, that was actually good. I feel like that's the cleanest I've done the fence skip ever. Guys, I might actually somehow be clutching up the sub 600. I did not forget the furnace skip. I chose not to do it because like the run is a bit of a struggle. And I don't want to throw it on late because I can see that sub 600 is possible. So I want to get it. Oh my god. Not like that. I'm getting it! I'm getting it! I'm so getting it! 597, oh my god. Dude! I had to work for that. I actually had to work for that. Oh, what a struggle! What an absolute struggle. I'll take it. I'll take it. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Back again tomorrow, same time, same place. And tomorrow we actually get some building done because I want to set up a framework, build a bunch of moss farms, get them cooking, so we have bone meal for forever. For right now, thank you for being here. See you tomorrow. Until the next one, Looney out. And if you guys are watching on Twitch, let me see